heading.
An important fighting force that few people know about.
Yeah, it's all right, thank you.
The force helps defend Europe and is made up of troops from 13 nations. I was met by the deputy commander, who's Italian.
Ambassador, Miss McKenna, welcome to the Ark. Please. The commander is waiting for you. Hello.
The overall commander of the Rapid Reaction Corps is General Mike Jackson, who's British.
It's Gronier, isn't it? Have I got that right? Hello, good morning, how nice to see you.
The General's forces are part of NATO, an organisation set up to defend Western Europe and America. For many years, the main threat to countries in NATO was the mighty Soviet Union, a tense situation known as the Cold War. But it all changed when the Soviet Union broke up 7 years ago. Is it likely that Europe will be attacked in the near future?
Well, I very much hope not. No, I didn't. In the sense of the old sense of the Cold War, people were, I think, very worried about the security of Europe. Now the Cold War's behind us, and that sort of massive conventional threat, no, I didn't see an attack.
But Europe has other problems, like the recent terrible war in Bosnia. When a peace deal was finally signed, NATO's newly created Rapid Reaction Corps helped keep the peace.
We were the first to go into Bosnia in December '95, this bit of NATO, and we were there for a year. And I think by most people's lights, it was a successful year.
The Rapid Reaction Corps has to be ready to go into battle at just a week's notice. And I was going to spend the rest of my day seeing the troops in training. First, I needed kitting out.
Good afternoon. Hello. How can we help you?
I'm going to collect my uniform.
Your uniform, right, okay.
Oh well, could have been worse, I guess. I was about to get my first ever ride in a helicopter. In a war, this one would be used by NATO for attacking tanks. Over the Rhine, one of Europe's greatest rivers. I asked the pilot over the intercom if flying helicopters was good fun.
Well, it can be. On days like today, it's fun because I can see where I'm going. But on other days when the weather's particularly poor, it's actually quite hard work. We tend to have more fun on exercise where we actually do our proper job, which is anti-tank flying. And that can be good fun, again, provided you know where you are. It could be a lot of hard work otherwise. Okay. Thank you.
We were dropping in on a German tank unit attached to the Rapid Reaction Corps.
Die Augen links. Vierter Zug steht zur statischen und dynamischen Waffenschau.
The unit has more than 100 of the latest battle tanks. I was first shown some of the shells fired by the tanks.
And how heavy it is to handle with ammunition. Perhaps you have a try. It's 35 kilos each, so...
The tanks themselves have armour plating 8 centimetres thick. Is it difficult to learn how to drive a tank?
No, it's not easy, it's very simple. Just like learning to drive a car. The only thing you have to recognize always is that this tank weighs about 60 tons. Therefore you're very powerful, and that's what you have to be aware of. That's all.
Then, the chance to ride in one. I was amazed at just how fast a 60-ton tank could go.
Check this out.
great fun, but not the most comfortable of rides.
I was totally soaked with wet mud, splashing out of the ground every time I went over a bump, and I am absolutely shaken about to bits.
But it's the driver who gets the worst of it.
Watch and shoot!
My final visit of the day was to the local Rapid Reaction Corps training area.
Gas, gas, gas! Gas, gas, gas!
Here, troops from all the nations that make up the force improve their battlefield skills.
Okay, besides that, good drills, well done.
First aid skills are essential for all soldiers, and I was preparing to take part in a full training exercise, learning how to rescue a casualty while under fire on the battlefield.
Purely and simply now to act as a fire base and provide cover onto the enemy whilst that casualty can now be extracted.
In the woods ahead, modelling clay was used to prepare the victim's wound. Finally, for realism, some fake blood and a firecracker. It seemed like chaos, but everyone knew what they had to do. It was my job to tend to the casualty, using what's called a field dressing.
Is that you right?
The aim is to stop any bleeding till the casualty can be got to hospital.
Okay, how do you think that went?
Fairly well.
Yeah.
Not too bad for a beginner.
Well, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You know, if you
It had been an amazing and really exhausting day. I felt I'd now got a much better idea of the incredible amount of training and skill that goes into the vital job of defending Europe.
#1 for scary bits.